One of my personal largest holdings across my 7-figure portfolio and one of my favorite monthly paying dividend stocks, Realty Income, ticker symbol low, has absolutely been crashing in price as of recently, down almost 4% on the one day. And zooming out a bit, Realty Income is now down around 8% on the 1-month time frame, making Realty Income now in the negative year to date. Now, because I'm a huge shareholder of Realty Income personally, along with the fact that I'm sure a lot of you guys are also, I figured I should probably make a video about Realty Income, what's going on with this single stock as of right now, is it going to keep dropping in price, or is this a potential buying opportunity for ticker symbol low? So simply put, if you hold on to Realty Income or have ever planned on it, make sure to stick around because you are definitely going to want to know what's going on. Real quick guys, I did just release a brand new product. A lot of you have been asking me if you can see all my trades in real time, and up until this point this was not an option. But as of today, for just $5, you can now see all my trades that I'm making in real time on a daily basis, along with notes on why I'm specifically buying and or selling a single stock or ETF every single day. Now along with this, you're also going to have access to my 7-figure dividend portfolio spreadsheet where you can see every single stock and ETF that I'm holding across my multiple portfolios in real time. Everything is going to be updated on a daily basis, and I promise you this is going to be well worth the price. So make sure to go down below to my first link in my description if you want to see all my trades live today. Now to back things up for a second, Realty Income, the real estate investment trust that currently owns almost 15,500 commercial properties and leases out to over 1,500 different clients, has been beat up in share price as of recently, now trading in the mid $50 range, which now gives Realty Income a starting dividend yield of around 5.5 to 5.8%, depending on where it sits at. Now there's multiple different reasons on why Realty Income could be trading down as of right now. Realty Income earnings, Realty Income misses FFO estimates, and this is just as of November 4th. So it says the Real Estate Investment Trust reported earnings for its third quarter of the fiscal year 2024. Earnings per share came in at 30 cents, which missed analyst consensus at 35 cents per share. In addition, funds from operations, or FFO, which is a more widely used metric for REITs, came in at 99 cents per share when normalized to exclude acquisition cost, which also missed because the estimates were $1.06 per share. Sales increased by 27.9% year over year, with revenue hitting $1.33 billion. This beats analyst expectations of $1.26 billion. Also very important, these results were driven by a strong occupancy rate for Realty Income's overall portfolio of 98.7% and same-store rent growth of 0.2% year over year. So because of Realty Income's earnings coming in less than bullish, that's one of the many reasons on why ticker symbol low is selling off. But another main reason on why some Realty Income investors are starting to get cold feet is because of this right here. This right here is Realty Income's top 20 clients, and as you can see, there are certain names in this list that are less than favorable. Now, I've talked about in videos in the past that I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of some of the names in Realty Income's top 20 client list, but I do believe in Realty Income long term, and I think the management is going to be able to clean up this top 20 client list over the next several years. Now, what I mean by that is take Walgreens, for example, which makes up around 3.3% of the overall portfolio. And it's no secret at this point that Walgreens is planning to close some of their stores. This article right here says Walgreens plans to close 1,200 more stores. And across the US, we're seeing massive closures when it comes to Walgreens. Now, if we were to stack Realty Income's top 20 client list next to some other high quality real estate investment trusts, take ticker symbol ADC, for example, some investors, including myself, would probably say that ADC has some higher quality clients. But the reality is that most of these investment grade clients are doing just fine. And if you believe in Realty Income's management, just like I do, you probably also agree that over the next several years, Realty Income is going to clean this up quite nicely. Now, the nail in the coffin, one of the main other reasons on why real estate investment trusts are selling off across the markets. As of right now, the 10-year US Treasury is sitting at around 4.5% more or less. Now, this is up substantially even over the last month. If we look at the last 6 months, during September, mid-September to be exact, the 10-year Treasury was finally starting to drop and yields were coming down, which means, of course, real estate investment trusts, because their use of debt to play in the offense and acquire more properties, and of course to pay for their properties, real estate investment trusts were getting a massive boost over the past few months. But now, ever since basically mid-September, even though the Federal Reserve did cut interest rates, yields have been rising higher and higher, and as of today, they're back to almost 4.5%. Now, even though Realty Income doesn't have any massive debt maturing today or tomorrow, this still is a bearish outlook on real estate investment trusts as a whole, because again, when debt is more expensive, generally speaking, real estate and real estate investment trusts are worth less. So because the fact that yields are now skyrocketing back towards the areas that we saw several months ago, the fact that Realty Income also had a less than perfect earnings report, and of course Realty Income's client diversification list, which again a lot of investors, including myself, are not necessarily thrilled about. Ticker symbol below Realty Income, like I shared with you guys, is now red on the year. Now, what does this mean for Realty Income longer term? Is Realty Income going to turn around from here? Can this real estate investment trust hit a new low like we saw in 2020? Well, obviously, I can't tell the future, but here's my take at it. I personally think that Realty Income could go lower from here, especially if yields keep on rising like they have been over the past few weeks. On top of that, if we see some more pain in the client diversification list, I'm talking about names like Dollar General, Dollar Tree, or even Walgreens. There's actually several different names in this list that we should be watching pretty closely that have been going through some turmoil. Then I personally think that we could see Realty Income hit a lower price point, probably in the mid 50s, but I personally don't see Realty Income going much lower from there. Now, on the other hand, the bull case for Realty Income, in my opinion, if of course the yields start to drop and go back towards the mid 3% range, which would be amazing, and of course if we hear any news from Realty Income addressing some of the issues with the top 20 clients, then I personally think that Realty Income in no time could be trading well above $60 per share once again and heading towards an all-time high range of above 80. But in the meantime, Realty Income now is offering investors like you and I a starting yield of around 5.5%+, which although is not that much higher than what you can get very safely if you invest in treasuries. There still is more yield to be gained from Realty Income, especially knowing that this monthly paying dividend stock does historically raise their dividends consistently. And even though a lot of us are buying ticker symbol below Realty Income as a long-term buy and hold forever sort of type of position, I still think it's important to monitor where Realty Income's price could be in the next 12 months. And according to stock analysis, a lot of analysts do still think that Realty Income has a lot more room to trade up from here, meaning that the analyst consensus is still offering a buy rating for Realty Income. Now, lastly, you guys are probably curious on what I'm personally doing with Realty Income with my 2,700 plus shares of ticker symbol below that I've been holding for several years now. Well, as of right now, I'm basically sitting on my hands buying a share or two of Realty Income at this point until we see ticker symbol below drop significantly or until I have a better reason to buy more of it. And this is not because I'm not bullish on Realty Income, but I personally already have almost 3,000 shares of ticker symbol below in my portfolio. And although I love Realty Income, I think my position in Realty Income is pretty much maxed out at this point. But that doesn't mean that if Realty Income does keep on dropping well below my average cost per share, I'm definitely going to grab some more shares of Realty Income because I do think that if you're looking to hold on to this one for 3 years, 6 years, 10 years, etc., I do think that Realty Income is going to recover. And this is just because of the overall quality of the REIT. So now that we talked about Realty Income, some of the issues that this single stock is having, and some of the reasons why it's selling off as of right now, along with my personal plan with Realty Income moving forward. I lastly, most importantly, want to hear from you guys down below. When it comes to ticker symbol below, are you currently buying here? Are you holding or are you selling? Let us know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to please drop a like on it and subscribe for more future content like this. Thanks as always for stopping by, and if you are interested in investing, make sure to check out these recent videos I posted right here.